Did I put on a Hawaiian shirt solely to film this video? Sure did. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am talking about the Ohana eyeshadow palette. This is the Lilo and Stitch eyeshadow palette that Hot Topic has come out with. I've heard they're kind of cranking out new fandom inspired makeup items, and this and there's a Beauty and the Beast palette I'm going to review later are some of the first of what will be many fandom inspired palettes, which is great news for me, horrible news for my wallet. So the first one I am going to talk about is this Lilo and Stitch Ohana eyeshadow palette. This retails for $16.90 and the packaging is very cute. It's a pretty sturdy box. When you open it up, the mirror is shaped like Stitch with this little Hawaiian print. We've got all of the colors, and then this comes with a, not so easy to get out right now, brush. Right off the bat, I will tell you, I appreciate the fact that it's coming with a brush and not like one of those little spongy applicators, but the brush is not the greatest. It is full product right now. It is pretty stiff, and this bamboo part around it is just a sticker, so I'm a little worried about what's going to happen when I try to wash it. The sticker's probably just going to roll right off. This is good for, I use this under my eyes. I'm wearing this palette today. And I wore it yesterday too, if you watched yesterday's video. So I've tried it out for a couple days. Anyway, this brush is good for kind of like packing under here. Initially, I thought this brush would be good for like packing color onto the lids, but it's really not. You should just use your finger. I feel like I'm kind of all over the place. Let's talk about the colors. I have 12 colors in the collection. These ones are all smaller pans, and then we have some larger pans of these three. We have the colors White Sand, Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride, Ohana, Nani, Kauai, I hope I said that right, Bungalow, Aloha, Experiment 626, Blue Hawaii, Hula, Paradise, and Surf's Up. And I will go ahead and do some quick finger swatches of the colors so you guys can see how pigmented or not pigmented they are. So here are all the colors in the palette. Some are better than others. I will say this whole thing is incredibly powdery. I think you can tell from some of the swatches there is a ton of kick up. But some of these colors are very pretty. I especially like Experiment 626, and this Aqua Surf's Up color is very pretty. I think for the price point, this is not a bad eyeshadow palette, guys. Sitting on a white couch, swatching eyeshadow was not the smartest thing I could have done today. So here's one more look at the colors in the palette. Some are better than others, like I said. This Nani, this purple didn't really do much for me, but they are incredibly powdery, so please keep that in mind. You will definitely want to tap off the excess product from your brush, and also maybe don't do your foundation and all of that before you do your eye makeup, because fallout will happen, and it did to me quite a bit the first time, and then the second time I learned my lesson. So just be wary of that. It's very, very powdery, lots and lots of kick up. The pigmentation is pretty good, as you saw. Yeah, surprisingly good. I wasn't really sure what to expect from this, and I found myself pleasantly surprised. As far as longevity, I've worked a whole shift, and I've done some house cleaning, and it hasn't increased at all. It blends pretty well too, just, you know, don't mess with the brush. The shimmery shades you definitely want to apply with your finger. You get way more color payoff if you do that. So again, just be aware of that. Yeah, that is what I think of the Hot Topic Ohana Lilo and Stitch eyeshadow palette. Overall, I give it like a, I don't know, I think it's a B, I think. I have a lot of higher end eyeshadows that are just as, well, not just as powdery, but pretty close to being just as powdery as this one is, so I'm a little more forgiving of that. The longevity, the blendability, the color payoff, I do appreciate that, but again, not all colors are, now the brush comes out. Not all colors are created equal, and you know, the brush is, it is what it is. A+ for packaging though, right? Isn't this adorable? I hope this was helpful. If you are thinking about buying this palette, I am forever watching videos like this to help me decide if I want to spend my money on something. It's just always good to see it work in real life or not work in real life and know whether or not you should part with $16.90 in order to get it. I think this is worth it, especially if you're a Disney fan and a makeup fan. You should probably have this in your collection. It's really, I don't know, it's a fun piece to have. Like I said, I do have a Beauty and the Beast palette from them to go over as well, so look for that in future videos. But with that being said, I am off. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, I do make videos every single day, so subscribe if you'd like to hang out on the daily. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye! It's like a best song. I forgot to mention, listening to that song is totally mandatory when you're putting your makeup on. Just an FYI.